Morning everyone, how you doing? We're here, it's a very sunny, as you can see, catching fish, very sunny Barston Lakes. We're here again, we're here on our latest group coaching day, myself and Dean Barlow, and we're here with the lads, and most of them are catching skimmers now. We haven't seen any carp caught yet, none of the lads have caught a carp or an F1. There's been one or two caught down here, with these lads that aren't with us. As you can see, there's one being played there. So there's one or two being caught, but on the majority it's all about skimmers. They've had a chuck for carp early on, but today has really been focusing on silverfish, skimmers and bream. So a lot of the lads now are fishing in a short line with a cage feeder, and it was a very slow start, but they are gradually waking up. Fishing it winter style, cutting back on the feeds, just being sensible about what you're feeding, and thankfully it's one of those days where if you do all that and take your time, you'll be a little bit patient, ease your way into the session, they are now getting the rewards. Bit of long range tuition from Dean.
Look where my feeder is. Yeah. All the mountains are. Yeah. I've got no obstructions at all.
His last cast was effortless, 91 metres on the last one, we just measured it. Just going through the basics of it, and that's what it's all about. But the key to this is not Dean's tackle. There's no point in learning how to cast with Dean's kit, is there, with his rod and his reel, if your tackle's different. So, you know, it's one of the important things about going through this process. There we go. Looks easy, doesn't it?
I'm too old to wind that back.
Everybody got a battery drill.
The sun's come back out. I've got to admit, when that sun goes in, it's absolutely freezing. That is a really cold wind. It's actually just coming slightly from the right now. It has been off us back, but this looks like, look at that. That is a proper bream.
That's a skimmer to Rich.
Is that a skimmer to Rich? Right, okay then. I'd like to see one of his bream. Well done. So how many is that now? 5?
Yeah, that's 5 and lost 2.
5 and you've lost 2. Let's have a look at that. Good condition, isn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. Have they all been that size?
No.
Is that the biggest?
I've had 2 like this.
2 like that. What are you fishing, about 30 metres?
No, not even that.
Less than that?
20.
20. All the lads are getting 1 or 2 bites now. Some of them have fished for carp to start with, but I think the main focus for some of them, or most of them, it's going to be targeting them bream, but it is a slow start. There was literally, it was white over on the golf course over there. It was literally white over this morning. When I set off from Sheffield, it was 1 degree. I had to have the very posh heated windscreen on this morning. It had really dropped and gone cold. The water's still cold, and that wind's cold as well. It's, you know, still early on in the year, even though the sun's out. So yeah, it's been a slow start, but they're slowly starting to wake up.
I'm going to let go of that, but when that line hits that and the clutch goes round, you've lost it, haven't you? You lost your momentum. Yeah.
John's into his first fish. Go on, hold it up for us, John. Let's have a look at it.
Hey!
Is that your first one?
Caught, we've actually caught.
Well done, mate. He's off the mark. That's on his short line. First cast on his short cage line. They're slowly starting to wake up. You've had 3 now, haven't you? You're fishing further out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay then. So they put him on the end, but we can't say he is actually on the end because look how many anglers there are down there. So we can't use that excuse. But you haven't been on your short line yet, have you?
No, not yet.
Not yet. So yeah, I think he's going to stay out there a little bit longer, I think. But
Gonna give it one more chuck after this one.
one more cast. We're not seeing any fish moving out there. When we got here this morning, it was flat calm. There was a few fish moving, but after that first hour or so, I don't think we've seen a single fish move. So it's obvious there aren't many carp moving at the moment. Smaller skimmer, that one. Well, the lads with maggots, you what, sorry?
I just had another proper bream, just a minute.
Have you just had another bream, have you?
Yeah,
Right.
Proper one. Yeah.
Ticking over nicely now. All the lads, well, the lads fishing maggots are getting indications. They're getting, well, some are getting indications, some are catching. Dean's down there doing the demonstration, just swinging one in. A lot of those kind of hand-sized skimmers, so you know that's been quite a common thing on this lake over the last year or two. They are obviously getting slightly bigger, which is making them a little bit easier to catch on a feeder. But as we all know, if you can be a bit more selective and catch those bigger bream, then they're the ones that really make a difference, you know. And there have been some caught 3-pounders today, but it's the small fish that are getting the bites. But that wind's cold, and the water's freezing. There are quite a few anglers here as well today, but the water clarity that I got asked about the other day, it's not gin clear, but it's not heavily coloured like you see it in summer. So there is a little tinge of colour to it. All the reeds aren't up yet, but we are starting to see the greenness come through now. It's April now. But yeah, it's one of those sessions where you set that short line up and you either wait for them to rock up on it, or you can just keep dropping a nice little cage feeder on it and build it up slowly. That sun's just gone in. Here with John. John's into another one. He's fishing about 30 metres. Got a bit of ground bait, some dead reds. This looks like it's a slightly better fish, this one. Double dead red's doing better generally for the lads on a size 16 hook. But you can get bites on single, but there are lots of hand size skimmers, and on single they can be a problem. Got to think about where they're feeding it today. Dean's done the demonstration, he's down there, and if you feed too much and get too much ground bait around, it is a better fish, that one. Too much ground bait, too much feed, it just gets them a bit excited, and that's when you can start getting line bites and foul looking fish and that sort of thing. So that's a good fish. Well done, John. Lovely. Lovely fish, that one. Let's have a look at it. Good. Yeah, they're the better ones, mate, aren't they?
That's a better fish, isn't it?
Yeah, weight builders there. Yeah, just got a nice free running rig, nice and simple.
Yeah, that's one of
that's it.
That's one of Dean's feeder links.
One of Dean's feed. There we go. Nice little plug. I like it. I like it. I don't know if Dean will be getting that one back or not. I don't know. I very much doubt it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and get the money back off you.
But yeah, I mean, it's gone lunchtime now. The fish are waking up, and yeah, the lads are reaping the rewards now. It's all coming together. That's a better one. Double maggot.
Yeah, double red maggot.
Bit of a slower start, but now he's into a rhythm now. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, the ones.
That one?
Yeah, lovely. Double maggot, size 16.
Beautiful.
Just shows you Mr. Barlow's still catching 1 or 2 at the next peg, but yeah, they're waking up now, so just having that patient approach has definitely been the way to go. They're actually sheltering from the snow. I'd heard that they'd forecast a bit of rain. There is a little bit of rain, but it's actually snowing. It's actually just slowly turning to rain now. It's bringing a bit of a more abrupt end to the session, but it's been fantastic. The lads that have rung the changes have caught fish, and that's the main thing. They've had a direct reward for working hard, you know, and just cutting back on the feed and just fishing for bites. And yeah, I mean, it is still April, we shouldn't really complain, but the lads have had a great session, and we haven't caught any F1s, no carp either. It's all been about the skimmers. They haven't hooked any of those by accident, and we've seen very, very few fish moving out there. When we first got here this morning, it was flat calm and there were some. However, we just spoke to one of the lads who walked all the way around up there, up to peg 50, and there are loads of carp up there, so it looks like they're probably on the back of the wind. But yeah, it's been another rather wintry session, but very rewarding. Oh, well, unfortunately, the weather kind of put the lads off a little bit towards the end, but it's a bitterly cold wind. It's been another brilliant day here at Barston. We've got loads of sessions like this planned this year. Thankfully, Dean's got more time on his hands, more flexibility, and so have I. And that's why we're running many more of these sessions on different venues, on rivers, on commercials, on natural reservoirs as well. This has just been a little bit of an insight into how we are actually working within the angling industry right now. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and I look forward to checking in with you next time.